So, short video. Finally, for those that are new to the channel, those that have been around a while, I've got a walk and talk at night around Strangeways, a prison I used to work. This one's with Keith, a lad I used to lock up. I'm only showing you the last 4 minutes. The full video, when I've sorted it, will be out Sunday night. Good subject matter, and hopefully you get an idea what the prison's like, how big it is, and some of the atmosphere. So, childhood abuse. I know lots of people I used to lock up suffered childhood trauma, childhood abuse, which set them on a course, on a path. Yep, we all have choices. We keep saying this. However, you know, it quite often determines what we become our childhood. Keith, he'll tell you in this. It's like I say, it's a very short video, 4 minutes long, just to get a bit of atmosphere. You're not to blame. A big thing with people who have suffered childhood trauma and abuse is the blame game. Yeah. As children, we try to cover it up. We try to hide it. We feel dirty. You know, it's our fault. So yeah, 4 minutes, you'll get an idea. Full video out Sunday night. So let's just ask you first, have you enjoyed walking round?
Oh, it's great.
Reminiscing?
Yeah.
I'm in quite good spirits, really.
We look like it, don't we? It's like
Yeah.
two drowned rats.
Yeah. But, you know, I'm just, it's making me smile.
Yeah,
because
course, yeah.
there was a lot of good times in adversity.
Well, it's good to be on this side of the wall. Let's put it that
Oh,
way.
quite definitely it
I
is,
think
yeah.
for both of us.
Yeah, of course it is. I think I did a sentence. Let's have a look at the gate now. It hasn't been used for many years, this. Won't be appropriate now. A lot of vehicles you won't get in there. Yeah, beautiful. And what do we have here? Do you know what this is, Keith?
Was it?
In front, there.
No, I don't actually.
That's the training centre. So
Oh,
the
right.
building you look out, this corner building, is the training centre. A lot of people go to New Bold Revel for prison officer training. I was in that building in front of us, I've just shown you, yeah. I didn't have a very good time. In fact, it was shite. However, even though training was shite, you know, I was under constant scrutiny. The #1 governor knew who I were after the first week of training. I'll just say again, it's not going to rain, he said. Yeah, everyone knew me coming out of training. I don't mind saying it. I was labelled a bully by a young lady on my course who lasted 12 months, 9 months of that on the sick. The prison service at times tries to be professional and clever. She said I was a bully and also labelled 4 other lads as bullies. Nobody had done fuck all to her, not a word said to her. She toddled upstairs with her little pouty lips and push-up bra, and that's not being sexist, that's how she came across. Yeah, and the staff were like, training staff, yeah, they're bullies. Nobody said anything or asked anybody else anything. They took us one by one into that building upstairs. I was the last one upstairs. They called me a cunt. They told me I was a cunt, I wouldn't finish the course, I was a bully, I was a fucking cunt and a bully. I said, can you tell me what I've done wrong? Get out, you cunt. That's all I got. Yeah? That was about the 3rd day of training. I then spent the next 9-10 weeks pretty much having to be the best person I could be. Yeah? Helping everyone on the course, going home every night, 2 hours at homework, handing my essays round, photocopying to help everyone else. That's one lass, and like I say, she lasted 2 minutes in job. It's not a professional job, a prison officer. I work with people who were professional. Yeah, they were. Nobby Nobbler, yeah? It was a joke, it was a laugh, crude humour, dry humour, but he was a professional, that lad. He did it right, and you know what? He had some empathy and understanding. He probably would not appreciate me saying that, because, you know, you get labelled in this job as soft asses. I was a soft ass. So, Keith, final 2 minutes before we both die of pneumonia.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn the camera on you. Was the first time you met me on the healthcare?
Yeah, it was healthcare, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Why were you on there?
I was not all well.
The healthcare is the hospital wing, guys. That's all it is. It's like every other wing, only it's got patients on there. Go on then, mate. Why were you on there?
I was physically not well. Like I said, I had problems with my kidneys. So yeah, I was on there for that. I think I was on there for about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, something like that. I met you, well, obviously as landing officer at first, and then in the association room, where you sat down and you listened to me past. And I think for the first time ever in my life, I was abused at 15 years old. Sexually abused, serious sexual abuse, and I hadn't told anybody. And I spoke to you about it. And for all that time, I hadn't told my parents, I hadn't told anybody. And for some reason, because of your approach, Sam, I ended up telling you. And the first thing you said to me was that it wasn't my fault. And I'd carried guilt for nearly 21 years before you said that to me. And it just changed the way of thinking. I ended up going seeking help, getting sexual abuse counselling because of that. And I believe that changed. It changed my outlook on life. It changed the way I see myself. It changed the way I seen others. So yeah, you helped me a lot, mate. When I said you was a cock, obviously I was joking.
Parting shot, no Stephen, Keith today. Listen, when I left the prison service, there's no rehabilitation. I treat and spoke to people how I wanted to be spoke to and treat myself. I now know from people like Keith and others that treating people in a proper manner and speaking them proper and, you know, listening, proper listening, not nodding, listening, yeah, you can help people.
Yeah.
Well, Keith, it's been a pleasure. There's not a lot else can say. I will leave the final words with your good self.
Just thanks for this, Sam. Thanks for your viewers.
40k subs, much appreciated. God bless you all. Thanks for coming. I'll see you there.